get things started. Ready? Go!
Hello and welcome to Bounding into Comics. My name is John Trent. I'm the founder and editor-in-chief at Bounding into Comics. Today I got a story about Ava DuVernay, the director of A Wrinkle in Time, saying that her big frustration with pandemic protocols is, quote, dealing with anti-vaxxers. Before we get to the meat of that story, I'd like to ask you to please hit that subscribe button if you are not already subscribed. If you are already subscribed, please make sure you are still subscribed. YouTube does like to unsubscribe people. And I've been hearing from people that if you are subscribed, you're not getting notifications. So make sure you do hit that bell to receive notifications. And then I also encourage you to share this video with your friends and family. So as I was saying, Ava DuVernay, the writer on the upcoming adaptation of Brian Michael Bendis, David Walker, and Jamal Campbell's Naomi for the CW, revealed her big frustration with pandemic protocols is, quote, dealing with anti-vaxxers. DuVernay, whose New Gods film was canceled by Warner Media, spoke with The Hollywood Reporter as part of their Hollywood's 50 Most Powerful TV Showrunners of 2021 article. In the article, DuVernay says her big frustration with pandemic protocols is, quote, dealing with anti-vaxxers who put the rest of the crew and cast at risk. It's unclear why DuVernay believes people who don't believe in getting the COVID vaccine are putting the rest of the crew and cast at risk. One can imagine it comes from the fear-mongering mainstream media and people like her and her peers in Hollywood. The CDC admits that people who have received the vaccine can still get COVID and even transmit it to people that are vaccinated. The government organization states infections happen in only a small proportion of people who are fully vaccinated, even with the Delta variant. When these infections occur among vaccinated people, they tend to be mild. The CDC adds, if you are fully vaccinated and become infected with the Delta variant, you can spread the virus to others. A new study from The Lancet also claims that the Pfizer and BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine significantly loses its effectiveness after 5 months. Barron's reports on the study saying, quote, effectiveness against infections was 88% during the first month after a person was vaccinated, but dropped to 47% after 5 months, according to the study. The author said that the spread of the Delta variant wasn't responsible for the drop in efficacy against infection over time. Pfizer biochemist and scientist Nick Carl also claims that natural antibodies are more effective than the vaccine. He was captured on camera by Project Veritas saying, quote, when somebody is naturally immune, like they got COVID, they probably have better, like not better, but more antibodies against the virus. Because what the vaccine is like I said, that protein that's just on the outside. So it's just one antibody against one specific part of the virus. When you actually get the virus, you're going to start producing antibodies against like multiple pieces of virus. And not only just like that outside portion, like the inside portion, the actual virus. So your antibodies are probably better at that point than the vaccination. Also, Sweden just put a kibosh on the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine for everyone born in 1991 and after. CBS News reports that Sweden's public health agency recommended a halt to the vaccine due to, quote, concerns over rare side effects to the heart. So it's unclear why DuVernay would say her big frustration with pandemic protocols is, quote, dealing with anti-vaxxers who put the rest of the crew and cast at risk. Clearly, even if you are vaccinated, you can still spread the virus and get infected by it. That is according to the CDC. The vaccine is also, after 5 months, the Pfizer vaccine, after 5 months, is also less effective than what it is in that first month. It goes down to below 50% effectiveness in preventing infection. And then we have the Project Veritas guy literally saying that your antibodies are more effective than the vaccine as well. So her claim that her big frustration is that anti-vaxxers are putting people or putting the crew and cast at risk just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't really add up based on the actual evidence we have at hand. Nevertheless, this isn't the first time DuVernay's expressed frustration with pandemic protocols. Back in December 2020, she tweeted, if you've shot during the pandemic, you know the Herculean effort it is to keep a project going with within COVID protocols. Then some dude doesn't want to wear his shield, not been there, felt the rage. She added, also, if I did that on set, I'd be directing icing videos for the local bakery. That probably might be better for her, because then we wouldn't have to see her straight up propaganda shows put out on television and in film. But as for her claim about dealing with a guy who doesn't wear a face shield, the CDC claims face shields are ineffective in protecting against COVID-19. They state, quote, face shields and goggles are primarily used to protect the eyes of the person wearing it. Goggles do not cover the nose and mouth. Face shields are not as effective at protecting you or the people around you from respiratory droplets. Face shields have large gaps below and alongside the face, where your respiratory droplets may escape and reach others around you and will not protect you from respiratory droplets from others. So she's really getting upset for something that doesn't really matter. But it's Ava DuVernay. What do you expect from her? Those are my thoughts on the matter. My name is John Trent, and you've been watching Bounding into Comics.